Okay, so this is my Dyson hair dryer. It's amazing, firstly. It genuinely is. So, before I review the hair dryer, this is a really expensive hair dryer. I think it was like $350, which before you like turn the video off and go, what? I know it's insane. So I have super frizzy, curly hair that is a nightmare to dry. And I've had a hair dryer in this country because I had to buy a new hair dryer when I came over because the electricity is different and all that. And I used it once and I never, ever used it again. And I think that was like $40 or $50. So not like crazy, but it's still money that just sits in a drawer and I never use. And I hate styling my hair. I hate drying my hair because it's a nightmare and it's frizzy and blah. So then I started doing a membership at you could go into like the hairdresser and just have like it washed and blown dry. And I used to do that like every 2 weeks because that would kind of get me through like for events or photos, because I take photos all the time and I'm always live with our boutique. So I was doing that, and then I'd never had time to actually go because we moved house and it was like a 20-minute drive. So to go there, have my hair done, drive back, it was like a 2-hour thing, and it was just like I can't do that time anymore. And it was getting to the point where it was like I wasn't going. So then it's like those subscriptions that you have, like the gym membership, and you never quit, but you never go. So I got rid of that, and I decided that with the money that I would be spending doing like the blowouts, I would try the Dyson hairdryer, and it had like a 30-day guarantee. So I was like, I just have to make sure I do it. So number one, all the attachments are magnetic. So it's not like difficult to switch between them. So let's see if so it has like a little heat mat, which I've clearly never used. And it has 2 of these funnels. So you see, like, they both clip in. And it also has a diffuser, like a big round diffuser. But I'm trying to have my hair straight right now, so I don't use a diffuser, so it's in a drawer at the bottom. But the same thing, it just clips on. So with these, this one is more like it puts body in and it is a bit wider. This one is a more defined straight action. And I don't have a proper brush. That's the other thing to note. Everyone always says, like, if you're going to do your hair straight, oh, I want a thin one, I'm going to use the thin one. If you want your hair straight, you're going to like use like a round brush. I just use my normal paddle brush because I haven't got around to buying a round brush. And I'm really lazy on that stuff. So, and then I went to look at round brushes and they're all like $30. I was like, how is a brush $30? So I don't have a round brush. I just use my paddle brush and I kind of make it up. But what I will say, the other thing about the Dyson hairdryer is it has like these different settings. So you click it on here. So you can have different heat, different power, and then there's a cool shot. But it has these sensors somehow in this end so that it's like constantly reading back the temperature, so it never actually burns your scalp or damages hair. So my hair is definitely healthier since I've been using the Dyson because it's not like drying out the hair in a normal hairdryer way, and it's not like burning the hair or the scalp. So it actually does have like some amazing technology that I can't explain. And the cool shot is good for styling. So if you want to finish the style, but again, I don't really use it. So I have this little spray. It's just a detangler spray, which I don't normally use, but you know, I'm doing this video, so let's try and get the full experience. Someone gave it to me as a test. So, oh, and the other thing is it's super quiet. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over it, but it is really quiet in comparison to normal hairdryers. It still makes Chandler go crazy, so he's locked out because he comes in and he attacks me, like literally jumps on me, and it hurts and he cuts my skin. So he's locked out, but you're gonna sit like, oh. That's how loud it is. Like, it's not loud at all. So then you change the heat there and you change, like, that's the power. So I'm going to do low heat and medium power. Can you hear Chandler? He's barking at the door because he hears it. So the other thing I didn't say is it used to take me about an hour to dry my hair because my hair's super thick. It doesn't look thick right now because it's still wet, but it used to take me about an hour to dry my hair, and with the Dyson it normally takes about 15 minutes. So the only reason I turned it off is I'm going to end the video because as much fun as it is for you guys to watch me blow dry my hair for 50 minutes. I will put in the comments actually how long it took. Like I'll look at the video and then I'm going to time it now. But the other thing I'm doing, this is something that someone told me to do, is I then dry, like when it gets drier, I dry it from a different parting so that when it goes back, it kind of has that volume there. So I'll be back in a bit with the finished drying. Okay, so I just finished drying it on this side, and at the end, I do like a loose finger dry, so it's kind of like I'm doing, let me just put it on for a sec. I do like that. So like super, super easy. I was probably drying it for like another 10 minutes, so about 15 minutes all together. And then I just tend to like go through it with my fingers just because I can see if there are any wet chunks that I missed. And it just kind of straightens it out without pulling knots. So then I'm gonna just pull it back over to the normal side. And then you can see, like, because I dried it on the other side, it kind of gives me that little boost lift on the parting. I clearly wouldn't go out the house like this, but if I do brush it just for the sake of the review, I will say, review for hairdryer. It's straight, it's manageable, it's fast, and I didn't burn my head anywhere. I really need to put colour in my hair. Actually, that might be another review because I use a product called Overtone. So I use Overtone, which is a colour that you can do at home in the shower. So maybe I'll do Overtone next week when I wash my hair as another review. I honestly do really recommend Overtone. It's really good, and you can use it for like just brown hair or colours. So I've got red that I'll refresh next week. But what I will say is my hair feels soft. It doesn't necessarily look like, I mean, my hair's really dry on the end from where the blonde is, which I don't think is like necessarily a fair. And as I said, mine goes frizzy, so I'm going to put some product in now that it's all straight. But it does feel soft, and it was super easy to brush right now. So, it's probably a good hair mask. I don't think it's like all the pictures on Facebook where it's like miraculous hair before and after. But maybe those are when you put it in dry. So I'll do it again next week and see if it like helps with multiple uses, because I'm sure it's not an overnight first use thing. But I hope that was helpful. And if there's something you want me to review, let me know. Next week I'll probably do the overtone one, and I might also do this makeup that I've been using recently, because I actually really like it and it's working out really good. So hope that was helpful or fun to watch or any of the above, and see you guys soon. Bye for now.